Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are going to talk about affirmations, declarations, how to use them, when to use them, and how to effectively put yourself in a position to be able to manifest the things that you desire and to be able to do it quickly. Most people think that there's only one way to manifest the things that you desire in life. Some people were taught to perform affirmations. Some people were taught to perform declarations. Some people were taught to just get quiet, sit in a place, close your eyes, and allow for everything to clear from your space, and it will allow for new things to come into your space. What we have found and discovered along this life path journey is that these different techniques are really all meant to be shared and used in agreement. What I mean by that is we need to be able to use these techniques because all of these techniques were given to us by our Creator. My Creator, the name that I call my Creator is God. You may not call your Creator by that name, and that's fine. What we all agree on is that there was someone that created us. There was something that created us. I choose to call the Creator God. So what we realize with God is that He created things that were so simplistic yet so powerful. The spoken word is a creative tool, it's a creative mechanism, and we must use it positively to create the things in life that we desire. How can we do that? We do that through using things like affirmations, declarations, and the like. What we're going to examine is how to supercharge and create a high power situation in which we are able to manifest powerful, life changing, and life altering positions to a place where positively we are able to bring into our lives the things that we desire. And we notice simultaneously that the things that we no longer value or no longer need or no longer want, they move away from us easily and effortlessly. Now, let's talk a little bit about affirmations and what you may have learned or what you may have seen in your walk of life. What I found with affirmations, and I do believe in affirmations, and I think that they are a good source to help in the creative process, is that you find this with some affirmations, because of the way that the wording is placed with affirmations, they may feel or make the person feel as if it isn't something that can be had by that individual. And I'll give you an example. I've seen affirmations that say, I can perform at a high level daily. That is something that is positive. It's not a negative statement. So because of the fact that it's positive, that is a good thing. What you would want to do with a statement like that is actually supercharge it. And you would say something that would have much more of a higher effect. For example, I am a high performer. So what you're doing in that case, you're using the term I am, which is a powerful term because you're speaking into existence what you are. You're basically declaring to the universe, you're declaring to God that I am a creator. And because I am a creator, I am speaking what it is that I desire to show on an outward level. Now, the thing about declarations in and of themselves is the same or a similar issue with affirmations. It's hard for most people to speak out loud something that has not transpired yet. So if you were to say, I am an excellent receiver, I am a willing giver, I am a millionaire, if those things aren't necessarily true for you at the moment that you're speaking it, which may not be the case, or which actually may be the case for a lot of people in the beginning of doing these kinds of things, you might feel that, well, that's not necessarily true. This is where the supercharged element of this comes into place. When you are stating powerful affirmations or declarations for that matter, you can do them two different ways. I tend to use both ways, and I know plenty of people that do it both ways as well. There are some people that will look in the mirror and they will state their affirmation or declaration, which is a powerful way to do it. The other way is to close your eyes and literally listen to your affirmation or your declaration inside of headphones, but actually record your voice saying the affirmation or declaration. I tend to do both. I'm going to tell you why it's so important. The reason is because when you're speaking what you desire and you're moving it into our existence, listening to yourself speak it, you hear a voice that you are familiar with, that you trust. That is what makes it so powerful. The other element is if you're using the mirror technique and you're literally looking into the mirror and you're speaking this into the mirror, you're literally looking at yourself. So you are telling yourself what you believe to be true about yourself. It doesn't matter if it hasn't materialized on the plane that we currently live on, the existence that we're currently in, our physical existence. Because what's happening is that we are planting a seed like a farmer. We are creating much like our creator when we walk and talk and speak what it is that we desire for ourselves. So the more that you perform this, the more that you do this, you'll begin to see changes occur. What would happen first, you'll start to feel different. You'll start to move different. You'll start to stand with a better posture. You'll start to make more eye contact with people. You'll start to speak more with more conviction. These things will happen. And what you'll notice is that people will begin to respond to you differently. Now, you may not start to see the car that you're declaring, or the new house that you're declaring for yourself, or the said dollar amount of money in your account that you're declaring. It may not necessarily move as it would move in the blink of an eye But what you will start to see is you'll start to notice that your outside world is responding to you differently. And that is powerful because as people begin to respond to you differently than they did before, that is how you start to realize that your creation is beginning to grow. It's just like planting a seed. It's just like planting a seed for a flower. When you plant that seed, you plant it under the ground. We don't see what's happening under the ground. But what we do is we go and we water that that soil. We water that soil in belief that as we do so, it will help in the process of nourishing that plant to then grow and bud and break through the soil. Once it actually breaks through the soil, we don't at that point stop and say, wow, look at what we've created. We've literally broke the soil. No, we don't do that. We continue to nourish the plant or the flower or the fruit or the vegetable, whatever it is that we literally planted into the ground. It works the same way with affirmations and declarations. We are literally planting what we desire for ourselves into the soil of the universe where creative space takes place. And then we're watering that proverbial soil. And we do that through constant spaced repetition, speaking exactly what it is that we desire into our existence. Again, you speak it into the existence. You can do it by looking at a mirror. You can also, you can also relatively turn around and record yourself and then listen to your affirmation or declaration. And in doing that, you will begin to create a beautiful life for yourself and for the people that you come in contact with.